I mean, he's a religious man. He can't succumb to the lust. And so it has to come out in a different ways. And he decided to let it come out with his video to pick on a man for making protein pancakes for breakfast. Coach Greg, in today's video, stop eating junk food, eat this instead.
So I'm under 10% body fat. Here's the breakfast I eat every single morning.
I also am sub 10% body fat at the moment.
And I also am sub 10% body fat. We have something in common. All of us are shredded.
I will never understand guys that put this much effort into their meals.
Bro put 5 ingredients into a blender and did this. Has this guy ever cooked a meal in his life? You should see the work it takes to cook a lasagna, a risotto. This is nothing. It's a protein pancake. What's next? Oh my goodness, I can't believe people wake up and make Coach Greg's anabolic French toast.
To go through the process of making these pancakes every single morning is just draining. That's what a wife should be doing.
Okay, if you got a wife and she likes to cook, fantastic. Yeah. The wife could cook it for you. I have nothing wrong with that. Bro needs to get laid. I mean, I understand he's a religious man. He's waiting for marriage. He's doing the right things. But what is up with this video? This is a woman's job. And so until I get married, until I finally can have sexy time, until I release the demons, I gotta eat boring ass chicken, broccoli, and rice, garbage, because I don't got time for that. Perhaps he's all pent up, his frustrations. I mean, he's a religious man. He can't succumb to the lust. And so it has to come out in a different ways, and he decided to let it come out with his video to pick on a man for making protein pancakes for breakfast. Where did this come from? It's coming out of left field. I did not expect this. It wasn't on my 2026 bingo card.
I will never understand guys that put this much effort into their meals.
I'll never understand guys that put this much effort into their hair. Like, bro, what is this? The squiggly line. Like, you gotta put this up on your hair and make sure there's a strand blue hair hanging down. Like, I never understood that. How much time did he spend on his hair? The bandana, the necklace, the cross, the pump, the vascularity, the tan, the shorts, the looking down, the goatee, the trimming. How much time do you spend on your appearance? And so if he wants to spend 5 minutes making a pancake, it's no different than you spending 5 minutes doing up your hair. Everyone does what they want. Some women will spend an hour every morning painting their faces and doing up their wigs. It makes them happy. They like to look good. Other people, they savor amazing foods. They love the taste and it makes them happy. It relaxes them. They cook for hours. Other people, cleaning makes them happy, folding the laundry. Others, it's cardio like Coach Greg, or perhaps going to the gym and working out. But to judge someone else because they choose to spend time making a delicious meal, it makes no sense. I mean, imagine if you found out how much time, hours, years, decades that I put into making my cookbook, making the best, delicious, low-calorie, high-protein recipes in the world, so none. He would probably lose it. I don't understand why he would do that. Well, does he understand I'm making $10+ million from selling these cookbooks? And so it paid off. And so maybe 5 years from now, he will develop a protein pancake recipe that will change the world, not unlike Coach Greg's anabolic French toast, and he will become famous.
I will never understand guys that put this much effort into their meals.
Now, frankly, I'm going to be totally impartial. Rather than going through this process every single day, I always cooked in bulk. And so that blender was to its limit. The Ninja blender, I would cook pancake recipes for days. And that way you don't have to sit and re-dirty and clean the blender every single day. And so the same thing could be said true to making your anabolic French toast or even cooking your chicken. I don't understand every single day people eating chicken, broccoli, and rice, cooking a chicken breast, rice, and some broccoli. Well, of course not. I would cook 12 breasts at once and eat it all week. Rather than cooking 1 cup of rice, cook 10. And so it's called cooking in bulk. Many people, they do this on the weekend. On a Sunday, they'll cook for 2 hours and they will meal prep. That is what meal prepping is for, and you should know that as a coach.
That's what a wife should be doing. Like, I, as a man, am not going to do this.
Not everyone has a wife. Sometimes you have to do what your wife may do. And so perhaps the wife is going to cook and clean, do your laundry, fold your clothes, and go down on you. If she's not around, sometimes you got to take care of it yourself. And so, hey, you got to do what you got to do. And so other people who aren't as religious, they're allowed to touch their bodies and to please themselves. Hey, some of you can't afford a massage, and so you massage yourself.
I'm going to throw Greek yogurt in a bowl and then throw a scoop of protein powder in there and then mix it up and get 50 grams of protein, like 300 calories.
Yeah, that's because you're boring. And just because you can only eat 300 calories and 50 grams of protein per breakfast doesn't mean he can't have 900 calories and 50 grams of protein. Coach Greg is racing bikes and burning, let's say, 2,000 plus calories. Do you really think you're eating 50 grams of protein and 300 calories for breakfast? Frankly, I would disappear. I left for my ride weighing 190.8 pounds, and I got back and I was 185.6. I'm losing over 5 pounds during a bike ride, and I am continuously drinking water during that ride. Not everyone is lazy like you and has no metabolism. Some people do cardio, some people exercise a lot, and they need to eat more than a bikini girl diet in order to keep on some weight. And so he's sub 10% body fat eating like that. You're eating what, a third of those calories? And so are we now bragging about how little we're eating? I mean, it's bad enough that people brag, oh, I didn't have to do any calories to get shredded. Now we're bragging about how little we're eating for breakfast, how much time we don't spend on our food, how boring and bland our diets they actually are. And this is a guy that sells coaching. I mean, if I was you, I'd be hiring Coach Greg. A guy who literally has a cookbook designed to help you to not have a boring, bland diet that you're going to hate and despise and be counting the days till the diet is over. This is your forever diet. The Circle Diet, the cookbook from Coach Greg, made famous around the world.
Like, so much effort.
I mean, bro even has Miss Buttersworth. I mean, guys, do I need to show you? 20 minutes later, I may be a 5'6" manlet, but I've got crates of Miss Buttersworth taller than me, and so bro knows what he's doing.
So much effort for a pancake. You got to clean the blender. You got to clean everything.
What's next? So much effort. Sexy time. You got to get out the towel. You got to clean out the sheets. I mean, she's squirting all over the place. Oh, it's so much effort. I mean, I got to now take a shower. What's next? No more going in the back door. Mama el culo. ¿Tú no necesitas limpiar el chulo? I don't speak Spanish. From the sounds of this guy, he wouldn't even drink a pre-workout of Alter Eagle or the Blue Lobster. It's too much work to put a scoop of pre-workout in a shaker, spit it up, or give it a little shake, drink it. Oh, now you got to clean the container. It's not worth it. I'm only going to dry scoop because who wants to clean a glass or a shaker cup? Oh my goodness, it's going to take up too much time.
And also, that is a massive breakfast for trying to stay below 10% body fat.
And so what? Are you jealous? You jealous that he can eat 900 calories for breakfast and stay at single-digit body fat? I always have over 900 calories for breakfast. I ain't gotten fat because I like doing cardio.
I would get depressed eating that many calories in the morning.
And so, Brandon, if you wanted to eat the same delicious pancakes for breakfast, just take out the yolks. He put 5 yolks in. That's going to be at least 250 calories. All of it's coming from fat. And so you could get into perhaps 650 calories for breakfast with almost as much protein and still enjoy this recipe. Or you could try any of my delicious protein pancake recipes, or perhaps that is too much time. Perhaps you could make a French toast or even a French toast pancake recipe. You don't got time for that shit. You put the bread in the blender, you blend it up. I don't don't got time to flip French toast. You put it in the blender.
Because then I'm not going to have any throughout the rest of the day.
I mean, how much did he just out himself? He is on a starvation diet. It wouldn't be surprising if this guy was on a GLP. For example, Ozempic or Tirzepatide or maybe even Retta. Remember, these things reduce your appetite. And so he's saying, I can't eat 900 calories for breakfast because then I can hardly eat for the rest of the day. What kind of calories are you on? I mean, last I checked, this was supposed to be some kind of 6 foot tall plus stud who, in my opinion, having that much muscle at his height and size, shouldn't he be eating at least close to 3,000 calories? But yet 900, it's taking up the majority of the calories for his day. And so does he need to resort to GLPs in order to reduce the cravings, the food drive, the food noise? Or perhaps he does need a GLP. I mean, if he can't eat a reasonable breakfast because he's going to be starving the rest of the day, maybe he does need a GLP. And FYI, if you are obese, overweight, and so on, you can get your GLP. You go to Algorex. They have various peptides. You could also get Cialis or Viagra. No, Brandon wouldn't need this because he doesn't have a wife to cook his breakfast for him at home. But for the rest of you who are having sexy time and you want to get harder than ever before, you know where to go. Code Greg for your discount.
I just ate my last meal of the day. It was 2 salmon patties from Costco.
2 salmon patties from Costco. I had apple fritter desserts. Let me go grab some. 20 minutes later. And so you can hire Brandon to be your coach where you get to eat Greek yogurt and protein powder for breakfast and salmon patties before bed. Or you can hire Coach Greg, apple fritter. 88 calories. Apple fritter. Oh, you don't like an apple fritter? How about an anabolic cheesecake? These people think I'm making this shit up. I just ran to my fridge. Look at that. Protein. Oh, you're not happy with that. You don't like desserts. You don't want some dulces. What about an anabolic pizza? You want an anabolic pizza? Anabolic pizza. Breakfast rice paper. Eggs and ham. What about your chocolate protein cookies? Right? Chocolate protein cookies. Does anyone want chocolate protein cookies? Oh, yeah. Yeah. But no, it takes too much time to mix 5 ingredients into a bowl and put it into the oven. I'd rather just eat Greek yogurt with protein powder on top and salmon from Costco. I'm eating like that every single day for years, bodybuilding prep or not. I was a bodybuilding competitor. I've been competing since I was a teenager. I did 42 shows natty. Back in my day, there was none of this low-calorie bullshit. We had salt and pepper. I had to learn how to make the recipes through experimentation for decades. And I came up with the best cookbook in the freaking world. If you want the book, if you want the diet, you go to the website, you click the link, and Coach Greg for your discount.
I see these dudes posting their meals and their meal preps like on Instagram, and they're all fancy and aesthetic and like color coordinated.
Coming from a guy who spent 20 minutes combing his hair and then specifically took one strand of hair and squiggled it around so that it comes down into his eye drop. Why did you do that? Because you thought it looked good. You thought it looked aesthetic. And so you wanted to present to the world your best personal self. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, you're trying to look smacks. Hey, good for you. But don't shit on guys who are trying to look smacks their food.
I just find it so strange putting so much effort into each individual meal, like to make it look aesthetic for Instagram.
Heavens forbid, people take the time to cook recipes and have the photos of the recipes in the book. To represent it the way that you're going to actually eat it. You know, to make every single recipe, almost 200, from scratch and photograph everything and put it into a book. How much time do you think that is? How much time would it take for you to make 200 recipes and get a photographer to take the appropriate pic? It's all in this book with specific instructions on exactly how to make it, all calories tracked, with foods labeled at the end, all the calories for everything, your fruits, your vegetables, your meats, All of it made simple for you. It's the investment of a lifetime. It lasts for the rest of your life. You get this book, perhaps there's going to be 5 or 10 of your staples that you're going to eat for the rest of your life. That's all you need. If you can get even 5 recipes that you could eat, perhaps 1 or 2 every single day, do you know how much difference it's going to make? All you need to do is eat in a 500 calorie deficit and you're going to lose 1 pound of fat a week. Do you know how easy it is to get that with this cookbook? To lose 1 pound of fat a week without even trying, you won't even notice it. Instead of eating the high calorie pasta, the lasagnas, the risottos, the pizzas, you make one of these recipes, you save 500 calories, you eat as much as you want, you're full, and you move on. And you're losing weight. You don't think it's worth it? Well, I tried.
I will just eat ground beef out of a bowl with carrots and celery in a separate bowl.
Yeah, and so imagine you go to a restaurant and you order your meal and it comes back all blended up and with no aesthetics whatsoever. Hey, I ordered a steak, potatoes, and fries, and they put the steak, potatoes, and fries in a blender and they give it to you in a drink. Yeah, but I kind of expected a little bit of presentation. Do you know how much money the food industry has actually worked? Do you know how many people go out to restaurants because they want this? And so if you can save money on not going out and presenting these meals to yourself at home, then imagine the ROI. I mean, Brandon, you're explaining to people how to save money, how to be a better man. Well, why not teach people how to cook rather than telling them that spending any amount of time on the aesthetics of their meals, it is a waste of your life. Devin Physique. He ain't lying. Coming from Devin Physique, he's got no time to do these meals. He's trying to bang a bunch of girls for OF. And so, hey, for Devin, it makes sense. But remember, Devin, is he religious? Brandon and Devin are on opposites of the spectrum. And so to have Devin agreeing with him, well, that in fact, it concerns me. Besides the wife comment, yes, I 100% agree, LMAO. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting your wife to cook for you. I mean, frankly, I'm fortunate. I don't have a wife. My girlfriend, she cannot cook, but I have millions of dollars from selling the cookbook. And so I can afford a chef, and I've had male and female chefs in the past. And so, hey, if you can't afford it, you can pay somebody to do it for you. Next comment, it says, don't waste your breath on people with his mindset. The dude thinks making a pancake is draining. Reading your comment cost him a 4-hour nap. He needs a wife to think for him too. Everyone has the right to think what they want about what a proper marriage is like. Some people think that the man has certain duties and the woman has certain duties. Other people think we're all equals. Other people want the woman to be in charge, the man in charge. Hey, do what makes you happy. I'm not here to debate that. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to cook a pancake. Here's some advice for you. If you do end up with a wife, make sure you get a prenup. Now, if you're getting married at like 20 years of age because, you can't have sexy time before marriage because it would break your religious vows and all of that, I can respect that. But here's the thing. Marriage is forever. And so I don't want to hear any of these people getting divorces. Don't be pulling off some Larry Wheels. And so when you're young, like 20, your brain isn't even fully developed. And so you're thinking, yeah, she's the woman of my dreams. I need to get married. It's going to be perfect. And you don't even know her. You're not even with her for 2 years. Guys, you got to get to know your woman. It takes time. People change. And so don't jump into a lifetime commitment before you even know what you're doing. And so my advice would be, hey, you can wait. There's no rush. It doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. If she loves you today, she can love you tomorrow. And the next year and in 10 years, because guys, if she can't love you that long, well, how is she going to love you forever? Take, I'm married, but if I was single, I'd be making my own damn meals. I'm not going to be eating bland ass food. It took you more time to make this reel than it took him to make the food. I mean, that is a great point. It took him way more time to complain about him making a meal than it would have taken him to make the meal himself.
God forbid a man loves his pancakes. And yeah, I know it's a massive meal. But is it working?
I mean, bro wins. I mean, it's working. And so how are we going to knock the guy who's clearly doing it the right way? He's making the protein pancakes. Perhaps he's even seen a Coach Greg video or two. Perhaps he was inspired by some of my recipes. I don't know. But I can't believe he did this. I mean, if I didn't know better, this is just pure rage bait. He doesn't believe a word of what he's saying. It's 2026. I don't know what to believe anymore. And so, what to believe? Subscribe, click the bell button. And by the way, don't forget to go to AlgoRx. You can check out your blood work and see what's going on with your body. Do you need a GLP? Do you need anything to help your health out? Do you need the Cialis, the enclomiphene? What exactly is going on? And so please, click the link right now. Don't forget to watch one of those two bloops. Now, if you want to get sponsored or if you want to be an ambassador, you click the link and apply. I'm needing way more. We've got just over 3,000. We need to get some more. We need more sponsored athletes. We just went out to LA as well as Los Angeles creating content commercials for a huge announcement about to go down this summer. I can't wait to explain it to you all. I have an NDA. I can't explain exactly what's happening, but you just wait. Huge things are happening in this company. It's going to the moon. And so if you want to be the part of the fastest rising company, the best company in the world, you got to click the link and apply right now. And of course, if you want to carry our supplements in your stores and or gyms, just wait to see how many stores are carrying them in the near future. As well as if you want to get coached by myself, instead of Brandon, eating the delicious recipes, you know what to do. And until next time, I am out.